Mr. Speaker, this morning I am delighted to provide this Honorable House with an update on the prevention and intervention programs administered by the Gang Violence Reduction Team within the Ministry of National Security. Mr. Speaker, honorable members and members of the public will be aware that the Gang Resistance Education and Training Program, or GREAT, throughout the year, the curriculum is delivered to students in primary 6 and middle school M1. The program continues to rotate through the schools. Most recently, great graduation ceremonies were held at the Port Royal and Heron Bay primary schools. The program is on track to be delivered to all primary and middle schools by the end of the school year. Mr. Speaker, the delivery of this program has been made possible by the officers of the Bermuda Police Service and the Bermuda Customs Department, who have volunteered to be trained in the GREAT curriculum. Their involvement and impact on its students has been immeasurable. The Ministry of National Security anticipates that the training will also be offered to officers in the remaining uniformed services that it's under its remit. Mr. Speaker, on Thursday of last week, I had the opportunity to visit the LA Primary School to participate in a session of a pilot program. The pilot program is being delivered by the Gang Violence Reduction Team in conjunction with the school administration at the Living Legends Community Organization. This program is targeted at primary intervention that is currently in its 7th of 14 weeks. The program is designed to reduce risk factors and enhance protective factors and increase developmental factors in the young people participating. It focuses on building staff self-confidence, positive relationship building skills, teamwork, and building resilience. The young men are fully engaged, and the school has reported there has been a decrease in discipline referrals and an increase in classroom participation for the young men involved in the program. Mr. Speaker, during my visit, the 14 young men spoke to me on what they are enjoying most about the program and their biggest takeaways. For the majority of the young men, the program is a safe space where they can speak about their challenges, their fears, and even of their triumphs. I was invited to lead a session in trust, positive affirmations, and the importance of being your brother's keeper. From my observations, the young men were all committed to their intellectual and emotional growth. They shared frankly and had respectful and supportive interactions with each other. Mr. Speaker, it is anticipated that this program will be delivered in the other 2 targeted schools based on the results from the trauma indicator checklist. I am looking forward to seeing equally uplifting results in the young men at these selective schools. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.